So it's about 10:30 right now, and I'm in the Sprouts where I'm normally followed by this big, um, nasty, sick person. He's not here yet, but I'm sure he's going to be showing up directly. So just want to make sure that everyone is watching and paying attention to these things that are happening, these things that are going on, these things that take place, so that you can try to have an understanding of what I go through every day. Now, I'm not trying to prove this to anybody because I can really care less what anyone thinks. But for those who are trying to put their minds around what's happening to them because they're going through this, I want you to understand that this is what goes on and this is what takes place. And I'm not going to get into this too deeply, but I wanted to say something about people who have this delusion that you can think this situation away or you can ignore it away. They're very confused about manifestation and how manifestation really works and what metaphysical aspects are really about. And they give this mentality that if you're being harassed, if you're being terrorized, if you're being gang stalked, that the more you think about it, and the more you put into it, the more it comes real. And if you just ignore it, and you can't ignore this shit away. These people are pursuing me no matter what I'm doing. Most of the time, regardless of what I'm going through, I'm still living my own life and going on about my business. But if I'm not paying attention, if I'm trying to call myself ignoring this, then I'm just going to be more harmed. I'm being physically touched. I'm being physically raped. However often they feel like they want to do it, if I'm not able to stay awake. I'm being physically stalked, physically surveilled. I'm being provoked and harassed all day. I'm being fired from my jobs for things that, unfounded, because it doesn't have to be founded. This is their shit. So you can't ignore this away. This is not your third grade bully. These things are happening. They're very, very real, and they require a unified fist to knock these motherfuckers out. That's what's required. And why that has yet to happen, it just goes along with everything that I'm saying. People are delusional about what's happening here. People are delusional about what's needed, what needs to be done. They're delusional about themselves, delusional about the handle that they supposedly have on this gang stalking, because they don't. And the moment that you challenge a targeted individual and say, hey, let's couple up, let's get together to try to help each other, you see just how weak people are. You see how subdued by the witchcraft, the mind control, the game that's being played. And you can never come together because you got people who are just cowards, weak, and delusional. And so instead of coming together and having, a situation where I'm not out here running for my life because these people are trying to breed with me, trying to impregnate me by raping me consistently. Can you fucking imagine? You chose a life of abstaining from sex because you didn't want certain things and you were trying to be obedient to a higher power, and then you got to worry about being pregnant by some fucking stranger. And all that comes along with that, which is exactly what they fucking want. And I have to run around here and be worried about that because I don't have anybody to fucking reach out and help me. I mean, sit back with your retarded asses and snap out of your fucking haze and think about that. So for all the weirdos who are not really being targeted, because you can't, there's no way that you can really be targeted and sit up and say some dumb shit like you could just ignore it away. These people who are trying to make a name for themselves on YouTube, trying to get their business off the ground, being a self help and a coach of this, that, and the third, when you don't know what the fuck you are talking about. And I'm just curious, how long are you going to let this dumb shit go on? How long? When you sit back and do nothing because you're too fucking scared to make a move. How long?